Hi everyone. So for this next morsel, this will be number 7. We're going to work with circles. I love circles. And I'm going to take a page out. I went ahead and took my book completely apart. I did glue all the pages together that I needed to glue, and then I took it apart. And I haven't decided just yet how I want to put it back together, but I'm still thinking about it. So for now, I'm just keeping a little hair tie around it to keep it together. Okay, so this is the page that I'll be working on, and to start with, we're just going to paint the entire page. So pick out a color or two maybe that you like to use, and well, let's just paint the page. Oh, goodness, I've got a pink and an orange here that I'm gonna start with here. And let's see. And I'm just gonna paint whatever, wherever. I'm not gonna clean my brush between. I'm just gonna keep going. I'll get a little tiny bit more of the pink. Okay. Okay, now what you may find when you get the paint on is that, you know, you might feel like it's too busy, or maybe not. You might like it exactly the way it is. I actually kind of like this, but I'm going to show you a technique to use that if your page is too busy, you can tone it down just a little bit. But not only does it do that, it actually adds interest. So let me show you what that is. Okay, so this was brushed on so thinly, pretty dry. We'll hit it with the heat tool for 1 second though. So what I'm going to do is take some white paint and my brayer. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use my small brayer. I just got this one recently, so this is a good size for this tiny page. Okay, so just take a little bit of paint and just put a dot here and there on your brayer. Okay, that's a little thick, so I'm going to move a little of it into some different spots. Okay, there we go. And then just roll it over your background, tones it down, and adds some more texture, visual texture. Okay. Isn't that cool? All right. So now comes the circles. Okay, you can make circles with a lot of different things. This is the cap to a glue stick. Okay, so there's a larger circle here. This is a cap to a kid's marker. So you've got a small circle. You can also use a drinking straw. This is a piece of one that was cut. Drinking straw. You can use the inside of a roll of Scotch tape and you get a double circle. So that's a cool one too. And then also for a solid circle, small, you can use the end of an eraser, a new eraser. So those are just some ideas of ways that you can make circles. All right, so I'm gonna use some. I was gonna go with this light green, but I think it might be too light. That's a pretty dark background. Let me get a different green. No, let's see. Do I want green? I don't know. Well, maybe I want purple. That's kind of cool. Let's go with purple. Okay, and I'm just going to put out, oops, I was going to say just a little bit, but I got more than I wanted. That's all right. I'll use it up, you know me. Okay. I'm going to take my credit card, gift card, and just kind of drag it out just a little bit. And dip my Scotch tape circles and just make a couple of these. I'm not going to do many because this page is so small. But this is so fun to do, guys, on a regular size art journal page, and I really, really do encourage all of you to do that, to go and get you a book or make you a book and use it. You know, let's start using some of these techniques. I noticed that a lot of you already have art journals and have continued to, you know, the process of some of these morsels, and so that's awesome, and I just encourage everyone to do that. Really, really. Okay, let's put some of these on here. And go off the edges of your page too, guys, with some of your circles, because it looks more natural that way. So it's a good thing to do. Oops. Just wiping some of this excess paint off of this tape roll so it doesn't get caked in there. It'll change the shape of the circle if it gets too thick. Okay. All right, now the next one. Actually, I still need to use up that paint there, the rest of it. Let me do that real quick. Okay. Pretty. Love all those colors together. Very pretty. All right. I still want to use some green on there though. Something's calling, green is calling out to me. Ooh, look, I've got stuff left on my card too. Let's go in the composition book of unwasted paint. Hey, how about here? This is pretty light. Let's put some of this in here. This is another way that you can, like how I did the white on here with the brayer, you can also use a credit card to scrape color onto your page if you don't have a brayer. And if you don't have a credit card or gift card on hand, a piece of cardboard works well too. Fine. That was a lot of paint that would have gone to waste. Okay. I still want to do green. I'm going to try this light color green and see if it will show up well. Like I said, it may not, but we'll try and see. Okay. Just see if that's enough. And this time I'm going to go with a smaller circle. Maybe we'll go with the marker. Also, I mentioned this in another video. I've got this little tiny wire rack that I've been using when I'm drying stuff, because you know how you get that moisture will build up underneath, and then it makes the back of your paper wet, so this way the air can flow through. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, there's a couple of little thicker spots here that are still not quite dry, but I think we're good enough to go on. So here you can see what it looks like with the little green circles in there. It looks really nice. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. You can also use some black, and you can use an ink pad, a black ink pad, or you can use black paint, just like we've been doing here. And I think I will try the straw and see if it'll pick up enough ink. I don't know if it will or not. We'll give it a shot. See it a little bit. It's not really dark enough. So for the ink pad, it would be darker with paint, you know. So I want to add something to this, and it may not be a circle. I'm thinking some text. If you have a text stamp, that would look really good. Just to kind of off balance the amount of circles. Kind of gives it a little more interest to have something in addition to the circles. Yeah, that's great. You see what I mean? Look how cool and layered it looks already. That's just fun. Really fun. Now, if you want, you could also add some circles like cut from scrap paper. I've got some here that's got a little bit of green on it that might look good. So I'm going to just freehand cut a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect circles. So just going to do a couple of little small circles. All right. And I'm going to glue those down with a glue stick. I could use the Mod Podge to glue them down, but I've found recently that if you glue it down, glue your item down first with a glue stick, and then add your Mod Podge and stuff on top, these pieces don't wrinkle as much. So that's the thought behind that. And it works. Let's get some collage podge on there. And you can use Mod Podge or whatever you like to use. I am loving this page. I love these colors. It's making me happy, happy, happy. Okay. I'm loving that so far. Loving it. Okay. So now I'm going to take a black pen. Let's see. Take this one. And this is a Uniball Vision Micro. And does real well on this kind of, you know, mixed media art. It does well writing on top of the Collage Podge or on top of paint. Once it's completely dry, it's smear proof, like you can wet it again and it won't smear and run. And in fact, excuse me, in fact, I did a comparison video. You can go and find it in my quick tip videos, I believe. I've got a playlist of quick tip videos, and I think this is on there. And I show a comparison of a couple of different pens. You can see how it worked. But anyway, I'm going to go to these circles that I just added, and I'm going to just do loose scribbly circles around the edges. I mean, around the outside of the circle. Just like that. Just go 2 or 3 times until you're happy with how it looks. Okay. See? And by the way, if you don't have a script stamp, you can take a black pen like that one I just used and just do some little scribbly marks. So it'll do the same thing. It'll just put some additional texture on your page. I kind of think I want a darker black circle around my circles also. Let me try that with my Posca pen. Make a little bit bolder line. Let's see what it looks like. Oops. One thing about using the Collage Podge too, if you don't like it, you can wipe it. Well, I didn't intend to wipe that much. Holy cow. My rag got in the way, but I can fix it. No worries. No worries. This one did get a little too thick in there. Let's see if I can take that away and make it a little lighter. The wonders of the Collage Podge. And of course you can do yours, you know, any way you want. Just putting a little bit of this back where it kind of got smeared away. See, so that's a really, really cool background. And then you can add, if this were, you know, a journal page you were going to finish, you could just add some words, or you could add an image over here. You know, whatever you want to do. I'm wondering if I've got some words I can put there. I'll be right back. Okay, I did find some words that I had cut out of a magazine and saved. So we've got the words create and make it happen. So I think that's pretty fun. And the blue in these letters kind of pulls the blues from out of here. And then this is like an orangey red color. Okay, so the glue stick out again. Add some white here to these circles. Sometimes it's just a balancing game and you just keep adding or taking away until you get it where you want it, you know? Now I'm putting the thin black line back again. I like that. I do. All right, now I'm gonna just do a sketchy little outline around the letters because it's hard to outline magazine pages because they're so thin and you end up writing on the clipping anyway. So if you intentionally make it messy and sketchy, then it works then, you know what I mean? Because it's intentional then. Just to be a sketchy, scribbly sort of a look. We already did that with the circles, so it works out just fine to do it here too. All right, and the last thing I'm going to do is take the black ink pad around the edge to finish it off. And it'll help make those colors really pop too. Okay. And that's how easy it is to make a full art journal page. Isn't that fun, guys? Just fun, scribbling, having fun. I love it. All right, so now it's your turn. Get your stuff together and create. Make it happen. We'll see you guys again soon. Hope you enjoy it. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.